Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. This one fielded at the 5. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He's to the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. A 23-yard run. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And they're in on the first play from scrimmage. Our crew and you and I, we better strap in here.
That's what's commonly known as quick strike. Points on the board. This could be a fun game.
Butker now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, it's Bortles. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Justin Houston. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Flushed out right. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 11.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Spread right. Smack.
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll be... All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air, and we are underway in Foxborough. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Alabama, 380, by 20, by 20.
On first down, Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. New England Patriots taking over on offense, and 3 weeks in, I don't think many people saw them at 1-2, Charles. And this is an interesting note, back-to-back losses by 10 or more points for the first time since 2002.
I don't normally do a bunch of numbers when it comes to New England. The only number that matters is the number of Super Bowl rings. But what you brought up is very interesting. Minus 20 in scoring differential through their first 3 games, and that's their worst since 1995. So a lot of negative numbers showing up on the side of New England at this point. But do we believe it'll continue this way? I certainly don't.
I don't. At least not for long. Now Brady throwing on second down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Hey. We got three. Wait, 20.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So that'll back him up 5. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. He'll get it up the middle. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal?
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Lambo will put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 27. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Wait, 20.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The dump off good for 8 there on 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out. And it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. 23 yards on the play. Brady now on 1st down. And this is going to be incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Round 80. Round 80.
Throwing again. Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Telvin Smith in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. From midfield, here's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Lucy.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Kyle Van Noy coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
372. 380.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cole. The 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there, 88 yards, and the Jaguars add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now it's Patterson. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Brady now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll run for it. This is White. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. To throw is Brady. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Rex Burkhead from 3 yards out. And the Patriots get a score closer. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, it's Bortles. That one complete to Dede Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Hey, spread left. Spread left.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And now running right through it. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop. On second down, here's Bortles. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Bortles now on first down, eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Dante Hightower able to drop him for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Shotgun now for Bortles. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Spread right, snap. Hey, let's go, trips left. Check.
To throw is Bortles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, you got 3, you got 20.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. complete. It's Gordon. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Josh Gordon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go into the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles steps away. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22.
Hey, spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right, smack. Go left.
Now Bortles maybe with a free play. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Now Leonard Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Lucy. 11B.
Now Bortles. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Hey, let's go. Trick left. Spread right, 72. Spread left. Lucy. Spread left.
Here's Bortles to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Green 89, Lucy. Green 80. Hey, let's go. Trips left. Check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
Green 80. Hey, 54, Ricky.
Now Bortles dumps it off to Fournette, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
The football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Bortles on the give to Fournette. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will get the lead up to 14. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Throwing on first down is Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Throwing on first down, Brady. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Josh Gordon, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Patriots are back within a score. The point after try for Gronkowski. Gronkowski the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Gronkowski now out to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Bortles now on first down. Looking long for Westbrook. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Patrick Chung, got a hand in, knocked it away. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Throwing now is Bortles. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cole. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Bortles now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Here we go. Sunday.
Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Spread right.
Here's a give to Fournette. They find some open field here. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, here's Fournette. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Fournette, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Brady now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Alabama. Wait, 20.
From the gun, it's Brady. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's brought down after a good game. He got 29 yards that time.
Alpha. No, 66.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Wait, 20. Wait.
On first down, Brady. On the left side, a catch by White. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Sugar.
Back to throw, Brady. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. To throw is Brady. Gets it to Gordon. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now Brady. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. A scramble for it. I think the Patriots may have got it. They did. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's right. Still fighting for more. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. He'll look to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. This is taken near the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Kyle Van Noy in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. He got a hand in there to break that one up. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll look to throw. And they hit him as he throws.